Getting lean and being in great shape can feel like an uphill battle, especially if you're starting at a higher body fat percentage. But the good news is there are some simple and underrated habits you can adopt right now to help transform your physique without crazy diets or extreme measures or spending hours in the gym. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 simple, effective habits that have worked not only for me, but for all my clients as well. If you're ready to see a real change, let's dive in. Why is it that some people can stay lean and fit and be in great shape while others struggle to lose body fat? The secret isn't just the latest trends or extreme diets, it's about mastering the basics and staying consistent. Today, I'll show you the 5 key habits that will help you get lean and stay lean, even if you're starting at 30% body fat. I'm Lewis, I'm a personal trainer for nearly 10 years. I've helped over 1,000 clients, from busy entrepreneurs to the everyday gym goer, get in the best shape of their lives without sacrificing their lifestyle. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and check out the free resources at the end of this video. When I started my fitness journey, I struggled with my body composition. I'd gain weight a little bit too quickly than I'd like when I'd go on a bulk, and drop weight too quickly when going on a cut. I tried different diets, extreme cardio, and cutting out entire food groups, but nothing worked long term. I even experimented with a few crash diets that would leave me feeling a little bit weak and unable to sustain the results. It wasn't until I focused on these key habits, which I'm going to mention in this video, that I began seeing lasting results. Today, I'm sharing the same strategies that I use with my clients to help them achieve their goals, no matter where they're starting from. These aren't overnight hacks, but simple, sustainable habits that will work for you in the long term. So number 1 is the 10,000 step rule. One of the easiest yet most effective habits to adopt is walking. People often underestimate the power of just walking. The goal is simple. Start by getting 10,000 steps a day. It's the lowest barrier to entry, assuming you have legs, and a low impact activity you can do consistently without burning out. Plus, it's a great way to improve your heart health and boost mental clarity too. Walking is particularly effective because it's something you can just do while multitasking, whether you're listening to a podcast, catching up on calls, or just winding throughout the day. You can fit those steps in without having to carve out extra time in your day. Start small and work your way up to 10k steps a day. It's a good goal to aim for. It could be as simple as walking during phone calls, taking a walk after dinner, using your breaks during your workday to get those steps in. It's one of the most effective, easiest ways to stay active, burn a few extra calories, and avoid plateaus as you lose weight, assuming that's your goal. Some of my clients who felt like they had no time for workouts saw dramatic changes just by incorporating much more steps into their daily routines. It's also the perfect way to balance out a sedentary lifestyle if you're working long hours in an office or spending a long time at a desk. Obviously, it goes without saying though, if you want to get in great shape and build muscle and build strength, you still have to work out in the gym. Walking is more of a supplement to that. Number 2 is prioritize protein in every meal. Protein, as we know, is the cornerstone of a successful fat loss plan. It helps build muscle, keeps you feeling full, and even burns more calories during digestion due to its thermic effect. That means your body burns more calories breaking down protein than it does processing carbs or fats. Here's why this is key. As you lose fat, you want to maintain as much muscle as possible to keep your metabolism high. Protein helps with that. So aim for at least 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, if you weigh 170 pounds, try and get somewhere around 150 to 170 grams of protein per day. You want to spread it across your meals throughout the day too. So think about this. You've probably never heard of someone gaining fat from eating too much lean protein like chicken breast or steak. Although it is possible, of course, don't get me wrong, but it's less likely. That's because protein makes you feel full and helps maintain muscle mass, which is crucial, as we just said, for losing fat. Incorporate protein into every meal if you can, whether it's some form of lean protein, fish, eggs, or if you're vegan, a plant-based source. One of the easiest ways to boost your protein intake is to make sure every meal has at least 25 to 30 grams of protein. This could be as simple as adding a grilled chicken breast to your lunch or including a protein shake after your training session. For example, some of my clients have found success using what I call the protein power meal, an easy combination of a lean protein source, a side of vegetables, and a healthy carb source like a sweet potato or rice. Not only does it keep them feeling fuller for longer, in other words, it's satiating, but it also helps them stay within their calorie goals without feeling deprived. Number 3 is to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. And you're probably thinking, oh God, I've never heard that one before. Well, if there's one habit that's often overlooked, it's sleep. Sleep is essential for not only losing weight, but gaining muscle and recovery and overall performance. When you're not getting enough rest on a consistent basis, your body's ability to burn fat is slightly compromised. Sleep deprivation increases cravings, which means you're more likely to go to the cupboard to get more snacks, increasing your daily calorie intake, but also messes with your hunger hormones a little too, and can make it harder to stick to your nutrition protocol. Sleep also plays a massive role in recovery. If you're working out regularly, but not getting enough rest, you'll find it much harder to recover and see progress ultimately. Not to mention, lack of sleep has been linked to reduced testosterone levels, which for us guys is obviously not ideal in a lot of different shapes and forms, which can negatively affect muscle growth and fat loss. So you want to set a consistent bedtime and aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. I do have other videos on this channel if you want to check them out, with an ideal protocol of what you should do each night to make sure you are optimizing your chances of getting a good night's sleep. But a quick summary is avoiding eating or drinking too much before bed, aka 2 to 3 hours before, limit your caffeine intake in the afternoon, and try to expose yourself to natural light in the morning to set your internal clock. I know that one's a little bit difficult, especially if you live in the UK. One thing I always recommend to my clients is setting a wind down routine. That could mean as well switching off screens an hour before bed, dimming the light, or reading a book. Quality sleep will not only help you get lean, but will also keep you motivated and focused throughout your journey. Number 4, strength training is a must. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to lose weight is purely focus on cardio or upping the cardio too much, which compromises their strength and gym training. Strength training and having some type of plan is non-negotiable if you want to get lean and keep the fat off long term. Building muscle not only improves your physique, but also boosts your metabolism, allowing you to burn more calories throughout the day. Strength training doesn't have to be complicated, as I've said multiple times on this channel. A simple strength training routine, 3 to 4 days a week, 30 to 45-minute sessions, focusing on compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, presses, and the occasional arm workout will make a massive difference. These compound movements recruit multiple muscle groups, helping you burn more calories while building strength. Don't worry about spending hours in the gym, as I always say. In fact, I often recommend starting out with 30 to 45-minute sessions that focus on full body sessions, so that way we can target every muscle group at least twice per week. The key, as we always know, is progressive overload. Continually challenging your muscles with heavier weights or more reps or sets as you get stronger. This is how you're going to make sure you are making progress. Number 5 is plan and track your meals ahead of time. One of the simplest ways to stay on track with your nutrition is to plan and track your meals. If you're not tracking what you eat, it's easy to underestimate calories, especially when eating out or grabbing snacks on the go. Use an app like MyFitnessPal, although there are loads out there, to get an idea of how many calories and macronutrients you're actually consuming on a daily basis. And even better, plan your meals in advance. On Sundays, for example, you can take a few minutes to map out what you'll eat for this week. You don't have to prepare every meal, but having a rough idea of what you'll eat can save time and prevent you from making impulsive, unhealthy food choices. A tip I like to give to my clients is to track one day in advance. If you already know what you are eating the next day, it takes away the stress of making last-minute decisions, meaning you are less likely to overindulge because you've already planned out your calories the day before. This habit alone can make a big difference in your progress. Getting in great shape and being lean and low body fat percentage doesn't have to be complicated. By focusing on these simple habits, walking more, eating enough protein, prioritizing sleep, strength training, and planning your meals, you'll be well on the way to transforming your body, even if you don't have much time and you are a busy professional. And remember, this is a journey. Start small, stay consistent, and watch the changes happen. If you're ready to take your body, health, and performance to the next level, check out the free scorecard linked in the description. It's a great way to assess where you're at and get clear on what steps you need to take next without disrupting your busy schedule.